Hey, welcome back to my channel. A few days ago, a friend of mine sent me this poor looking Apple IIc and challenged me to bring it back to its former glory. So let's see what we can do about it. This computer is really filthy. I had to wear gloves to handle it. This is a clear example of what people call fresh out of the barn. I was tempted to really just clean it with a cloth and some alcohol, but first I want to see what's inside. Actually, I should test first if it works. Hold on. Looks like this is more than just a filthy computer. Could be bad RAM, or maybe one of the main chips is faulty. We'll see. I'm using the good old Tony Diaz drop 5 inches method to open it. Let's see if it opens. Some of them they don't. And yeah, this is kind of stuck. It will take more than that. You gotta be very careful and gentle so you don't break any plastics. Finally, it's open. Let's see what's in there. Right away, I see some rust. They may be water damaged or maybe was stored in a damp environment. The rubber beneath the keyboard is breaking in pieces. That always happens. After removing the drive and keyboard, I see that the motherboard is in pretty shape. At least it looks like that. I removed the internal power supply and motherboard to look for water damage. Hey, looks like we got lucky. Just some dust bunnies. One of the first things I do when working on these motherboards is reseating the chips. Sometimes that's all it needs to make it work again. I also like to disassemble the drive to look for any issues and of course to retrobrite the plastics. While at it, I'm gonna clean up the heads. This is one of the most tedious part of the restoration. But it's important because you need to remove all that decayed rubber that sometimes makes it difficult to type. I use this plastic tool to remove keys that honestly don't remember where I got it. But it has become one of my most useful tools over the years. I like to go outside to clean the motherboard and keyboard. I use 70% alcohol and a brush to to get rid of dust and all kinds of dirt. Being outside takes care of the fumes and also evaporates faster. Some 2Cs have a little hole in the back of the logo to push it out, but some of them don't. So I'm gonna have to make a hole to push the logo out to be able to retrobrite it. I use a small electric drill with the lowest speed to make sure that I don't damage anything. So I'm gonna be very careful and just make the hole in the plastic. Then gently push it with a small pin. Removing the base plate is easy, you just gotta snap off 4 plastic tabs. Oh, there is some water damage, you can see it over here. Okay, at this point I've cleaned the motherboard, reset the chips and sand away a little bit of the rust from the power supply. So it's time to test, let's see if this time it works. Success! No more bars! Excellent! Now let's install the keyboard so we can do a self-test. By the way, on an Apple IIc the self-test is triggered by clicking on Open Apple, Close Apple, Control Reset at the same time. Here we go. And there it is. Self-test works. Now these patterns are on a loop and never gonna end. We need to upgrade the ROM to get a self-test that reports errors. While we're at it, let's upgrade to ROM 4X. We just need to solder these 2 points. And cut these other ones. And of course, replace the chip. Let's make sure there's no continuity here. We're good. Let's just install the 4X and we're done. Okay, let's run the self-test. This will tell us if there's bad RAM or any other important component failing. As you can see, these patterns are different, so I'm hoping, crossing fingers, that there is no issues. It takes a minute, but it's worth the wait. It's taking its time checking everything. Come on, the wait is killing me. Success, no errors. System OK. I'm so picky, I even clean the cables. Okay, let's go outside and retrobrite, my favorite part. I didn't even bother to clean up the case. Retrobrite will take care of all this. Even those rust spots on the plastic will be gone after retrobrite. If you follow my channel, you know how to retrobrite by now. Clean up and reapply. I got some people commenting why retrobrite instead of just cleaning, and this is why. There are several jello spots all around the plastic, and retrobrite will take care of it. Can you see the difference in color? I like my plastics to be spotless. There's still some differences, but it's getting better. Let's shake the keys to get even sunlight. Alright, and we're done. Perfect plastics. We still have a little bit of rust over here, but we'll take care of it, don't worry. Okay, we're ready to do some detailing. We're gonna use this Mr. Clean sponge. This sponge is great because it will scrub very softly, kind of sanding. Adding some water makes it less abrasive, so it's good for the plastic. This will take care of the remaining of this rust on the plastic. Some speakers are tightly bonded to the plastic, so I don't want to break it, so I leave it throughout the process, but at the end I dry it pretty well. I like this part. It's like making a puzzle. Assembly the drive can be a little bit tricky. You gotta be careful with it. As you can see, the motherboard came out very nice. It's very clean and shiny now. One thing I learned is that I have to test things before closing it. As you can see, the floppy drive has issues. It could be several things: dirty heads, bad chips, or low power. I tried a working floppy and it still didn't work. Let's start troubleshooting by cleaning the heads. Well, that's not it. Let's replace the floppy drive. Still a no-go. Let me try my external W drive. That always works. Well, that's working, so that's not the IWM chip. Let's connect external floppy to make sure it's not the power supply. And that works, so that means that it's the floppy drive itself. It could be the speed. Let's try that. The drive is running faster than it should. Let's adjust the speed and see if it works. I leave it in 200, that's a good medium. Let's try it now. Let's boot from the internal floppy drive. And that was a problem, the drive needed adjustment. And we're ready to assemble. I am very happy that we have cleaned, fixed, and giving a new lease on life to this beautiful Apple IIc. I hope this video can help you to refurbish and revive old, malnourished Apple IIcs. As you saw, you only need to give these poor machines some TLC and elbow grease. And that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Don't forget to comment. I love comments. And if you can, please support me on Patreon. Thank you very much, and see you next time.